I don't know where to download Audacity from.
Just go search for Audacity. It's Audacity.
Audacity.com?
No.
Is it free?
Yes, it's free. Go search for Audacity.sourceforge. No, just go search for Audacity, and it'll be the first link.
Audacity. Audacity, free audio editor recording thing.
Yes.
1.2.6.
That's good.
I installed 1.3. It's a beta, but it works fine for me.
And you also have to download the MP3 plugin called Lame. I think
So should I get 1.26 or 1.312?
Just you can get 1.26. That's the stable version.
Yeah, Skype is automatically pissing me off. Somehow the option to automatically update whenever it feels like it happened. And now when I get a call, it both does the chime and it does a stupid annoying beep like an old school phone. Why it does it at the same time, I don't know. Oh, that's why. I've got ringtone and dial tone turned on.
What does that mean?
Quite the annoying. So it plays the ringtone, which is the do 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 do, and then the ringtone, or the dial tone, which is a beep, 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 both at the same time, which is really f***ing annoying in a headset.
Right on.
Turn that one off.
Okay, I ran Lame and I ran the installer for Audacity.
Lame though, you might. I don't remember how. Does that just work by doing that way, Phil? You probably did it last. You just run the installer, or do you have to put something in the folder in Audacity?
I don't remember.
Try it, Keith. Record, set yourself up in Audacity.
All right, how do I set myself up?
It's been a while. Let me pop up Audacity. Okay.
I always use that little total recorder thing before.
Yeah, this is how it's going to work. Okay, so you bring Audacity up, you get that blank window that has like a number bar across the top, and then
Yes, ma'am.
buttons. Now, I think if you hit record, it should just start recording what's pulling up.
I think it is, because I see my little doodad's voice getting...
Okay, now push stop.
Okay.
And then let's see. Now let's take that audio track. How do we export? Phil, how do we export? Under
file, export.
Do you have the option to export as MP3, Keith?
Yes.
Then
export as MP3.
And then give it a name, like, test, whatever. And then hit save. And it might ask you to locate the...
Wait, it says Audacity does not export MP3 files directly, but instead uses... Okay. Would you like to locate Lame thing now?
Okay, now here's where that's what you have to do. So... when that Lame thing, when that screen was up where you downloaded Audacity from, there was a link down there, download the Lame thing. Oh, it says right there.
Mine installed the program files Lame for Audacity.
Yeah, here it is, yeah. So where that search window is, that search thing, it's asking you to find it right now.
Yes.
Go search and C:/program files /Lame for Audacity. And it should be there, and double click on it.
This is why I started using a Mac.
Well, this is actually pretty painless.
Yeah, but listen to what you have to do to get something to work.
Blah, 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 blah.
Here's an awesome application for you.
All right. So I got C, program files. It says program files 86.
Yeah, that one, the x86. That's for the, that's probably it. That's the old stuff.
Lame for Audacity. Okay, yep. I found that. Then I just hit that thing and hit open.
Yeah.
All right, now it's asking for ID3V1, ID3V2.
Okay. Doesn't matter on that. The ID3 doesn't matter. But what matters is the settings you're going to choose for the export settings.
Okay, so I can just hit OK here?
Yeah, hit OK there. Did it ask you any options or anything, or is it just doing it?
No, it just did it.
That's fine. I don't care. I'll work with what I got.
So what, email it to you to see how it sounds?
You can upload it to the test thing if you still have the settings. But do you have the FTP stuff still?
No, when I wiped it, I lost that.
Okay, so now go download FileZilla or whatever FTP program you want to use.
Just use Internet Explorer.
Use IE.
Yeah, that's what I used before.
That's fine. Just go to ftp:/ftp.com.
Is the slash the one that starts on the top?
/.
Left?
You want the one to the
one
left
above enter?
No, the other one.
The one next to shift.
Okay. So I got FTP : next to shift ftp.com.
Hit enter and it should ask for a username and password.
No, it says internet cannot display this page.
Are you sure you're connected to the internet?
I'm talking to you, dumbass. So I'm pretty sure.
I know that was a trick question.
Let me go pop up. You know what? Pop up a
Oh wait, if I open a my computer thing, that's how I had to get in there before.
Do it that way.
Yeah, do it that way.
I had to use the roofies to get into this thing.
What the hell is your password?
FTP session was terminated.
Yeah, I think that's a Windows 7 thing. I know it works. I know it worked on XP.
Hang on, let me try it. FTP :
It works. Ironically enough, it works on my Mac. I just tried it.
Yeah, well, you and your Mac can suck it.
Hang on, I will find you a solution really quickly. FTP Windows 7. Okay, you ready, Keith?
Yes, I am, sir.
I got it here. So now, the way you have to do this is, let me read this quickly. So open up the computer. Open up my computer, whatever.
I'm gonna grab a water. I'll be right back.
Yeah. So you see, you have the window with all your drives on it and your other stuff.
Yes, sir.
See this map network drive?
Oh my God.
Yep, I see that.
Click
I got it.
Now you're going to basically making a drive for my FTP site. So.
Oh my God.
Shush.
Are we recording this? Because this is good.
Yes, we're recording this.
All right, excellent,
Skype's working.
Again, this is why PCs are superior to all other gaming.
And if you're hearing this right now, and the static's probably from the Skype track because my recorder's up. But let's go on right now.
Can I make you drive X?
That's fine. Now make it FTP : / next to shift.
All right.
FTP.com.
In the folder.
Yeah, in the folder. And I should then hit finish. And this might work.
Windows cannot access FTP.
Hang on. Did I do it? Wait, I have to click on something. Oh no! See what's okay? I got it. See what the bottom says, where it says connect to a website that allows you to blah blah blah.
Yes.
Click on that, and then.
Oh my God.
Then it's gonna pop up. Choose a
custom network location.
That's
okay,
it.
I'm heading there. This is working for us, man. Look at the power of PC.
Now give it.
Right, so
give it FTP.
Log on? No, I'm not logging on anonymously. I'm Keith. Is that what it is, Keith?
It's Keith@.com.
Okay.
Oh my
God. Windows cannot access this folder. Make sure you type the file name correctly. Or the permissions to access said folder. Although it says .com at ftp.com, that's not what you put in.
That's not what you put in. I'm doing the same thing you're doing. FTP.
Behold the power of PCs.
Let me see something here. There's another way to do this.
So, Ivan, how much was the Mac?
You can get a Mac Mini for like $500.
Keith, let's try this.
That's $200 more than Windows.
Okay, Keith, here's what you're going to do.
Yes, I am.
Don't put Keith@.com. Just put Keith. Yeah. Let me just see something here. No. Okay, hang on. I'm testing something real quick. And okay, I got it. Okay, so don't put in Keith@.com in that first one. Just put Keith.
I don't know how to get back to where we were.
Okay, back to this.
My computer.
My computer, Map Network Drive. Go from there. Then
thank you.
I made this work.
Can I still make you drive X?
Yes, I can still be Drive X.
All right. Would you like to be a different drive?
Not. You probably already mapped it to your broken one, so X probably won't work.
No, it didn't. It didn't for me. It worked for me.
All right, and then the folder's going to be FTP.
The connect to, the thing at the bottom, you got connect to a web thing.
Yes. That's right. You're correct in that statement. All right, so then if I go over here, internet, so now it's going to be FTP : next to shift, FTP.com.
Now just put in Keith there.
Yes, open, finish. Okay, hey, it's asking for a password.
Wait, stop. Now you got to change that back to Keith@.com there.
Okay.
I don't know why it doesn't like that the other way around.
If our lives depended on this, we'd be dead.
So make it Keith@.com, then put in the password, which I'm going to bleep out if this makes it on the show.
Oh, hell yeah.
There it is.
I'm in it.
Now upload your file so I can see it.
And that was Video Game Show, episode 203.
Now I got to find where it's saved.
Oh. Well,
that was the Keith upgraded to Windows 7 episode.
probably in your documents directory.
Okay, and that's going to be in downloads. Downloads is under that. Okay. Hop over here.
It didn't export to your...
There. Oh, that's the wrong one. All right. If I do minimize this and minimize that, and then come over here, and then make that smaller. Where's the other one? There we go. I did it! I did it!
Let me look at it here. There it is.
Yeah. 82 toothpicks are still on the floor.
There it is. I see it. Let me copy it over, and then I get the information.
That sounds like a great alert they have turned on.
It's done.
Send money.
Perfect.
Alert.
It's perfect.
Good?
Oh, yeah.
Right.
It's great.
Should I change my project rate? It's 44,100.
No, that's perfect. Let me just... That's the right rate. I'm just open the file real quick. Yep. It all works. Good. Perfect. You're all set.
Did you see how simple that was?
Yeah, Ivan. Who needs a Mac when you got this simple process?
Exactly, man. Who needs a Mac when you have this plug and 45-minute later play?
So we're all set. Someone do the intro.
What episode is it?
320 something.
203.
This is the GamerCast Network video game, episode number 3203. Is that what you said? 320? 302? 203? 203. 203. Yes. And joining us today, you have myself, Keith. We have Ivan. Ah, yes. Apathy all around. We have Phil.
Hello, everybody.
And Chad.
Hi.
Tom is not joining us because he's been raped, and Bob is working.
No, Bob is resting because he was working yesterday.
Bob has been raped too.
Yes, Bob decided to rest on the 7th day as well. Bob
raped Tom and needs to rest. That's my story, and I'm sticking to it.
This week on the GamerCast Network. On episode 106 of Sarcastic Gamer Blue, the crew discusses Frawl's Need for Speed Adventure, Patapone 3, and a lot more. Gamertag Radio episode 251 discusses the Macy Connect event this Thursday and features an interview for Hardcore Uprising. Discover the community that brings you all these great podcasts and more at GamerCastNetwork.com.
So what's our topic of discussion?
So we have had no topics this last week. Although my only topic I'm thinking of is why is PAX sell out their 3-day passes and still have single days available?
That is retarded.
It's like when they announced we have 1,000 left, later that day they sold out. And I was like, well, but you guys still have 3-day, 1-day passes for Friday, Saturday, or Sunday.
Because it makes people buy them.
Yeah, true. Probably to make some buzz, but I'm sure they set aside, okay, here's 30,000 3-day passes, and then here's 20,000 individual day passes. That way they're not overcrowding the events.
Now, do you get some kind of a discount if you buy it as a 3-day pass versus a...
Yes.
Okay, well, there you go.
$20 cheaper, $30 cheaper if you buy...
Yeah, it's something like that.
That's why they would do that. Because you have a limited number of buy these now and give us your money beforehand, and you'll get a discount. That's okay then. If you get a discount, I understand that. It's incentive to buy it and prepay it and give them your money early.
Right, but the incentive should be do it by this date to save money. It shouldn't be we only have a certain amount of these to sell.
But that's what they have on their site, though. They say if you buy before, Showtime, it's, cheaper. Whereas if you buy on Showtime after, they didn't say anything about limited quantities. I didn't see words about limited quantities beforehand.
Well, obviously they don't know what they're doing. They haven't been doing this for years, and they're doing it wrong.
Obviously. This is the what year of PAX? 5th, 6th?
I don't know.
It's getting up there.
I don't know what to tell you then, because, I don't see a big deal with that, personally. That's just here. You have 5,000 of these that we're selling early at this much of a discount, because that's how much profit we're willing to give up, maybe? I don't know.
Well, I agree with Ivan. They should have some sort of pre-sale period, which is kind of like how I got screwed.
But what if they run... if you go... Say you have a pre-sale for a concert, and you go up there, and you go to buy tickets, but you run out of tickets, and it's before the deadline. You're still SOL because they ran out of tickets, regardless if it met the time frame or not.
Yeah, but the difference there is that they ran out of tickets because there's a limited number of tickets to sell. We have 3-day passes and single-day passes. We ran out of 3-day passes, but you can buy 3 individual passes for each of the 3 days. So, in essence, you're paying for 3 days, which is a 3-day pass, but you have to buy them individually.
I get that. I mean, I understand the logic of it, but just as a business move, I really don't have any problem with that. If you just said, we're selling this many tickets at the reduced rate, go sell them.
Yeah, well, the thing is, though, is that in the past, it's always been get your 3-day passes or your pre-orders for tickets before this date. After this date, then you have to wait in line and you have to pay more money. That's the way it's always been. That's how Phil got screwed the one year, because he didn't know if he was going and he waited too long, and so he had to pay the full price because he missed the date.
He paid the price, all right.
Now they're telling you, oh, by the way, we made up some arbitrary number and we sold out of them, so now you have to buy 3 single-day passes.
Well, that, and it's not really a true pre-sale that they do. So a true pre-sale would be, okay, 2 weeks, and then we'll stop selling them for like 2 months. Well, what they did was they started the pre-sale and continued the pre-sale up until the event, which kind of defeats the pre-part of sales of tickets.
Maybe they were trying to throw you off.
They absolutely did.
Ah, well, long story short, I'm probably going to PAX, but I'm not going to get a 3-day pass.
Well, that's fine, dude. To be honest, you don't need 3 days to see all that stuff anyway.
No. I think I had more than Phil. 1 day was more than enough.
Yeah, I mean, that's what Sue and I said after the fact from the last time. Yes, it was fun, but honestly, a day, maybe 2, maybe 1 day, you pretty much can see everything. And the rest was just hanging out with people anyway, so.
And don't have to hang out there. You can hang out anywhere else. There's lots of stuff around to hang out at, so.
Exactly.
So I'm probably going on Friday, I'm guessing.
Good deal.
To at least see the keynote.
Who's the keynote speaker?
No idea. I don't know.
I don't think they've announced it yet.
Yeah, they don't have a schedule up yet.
Well, how do you know you want to see it?
Because I figured also Friday is the day the exhibition hall is open the longest. It's an hour or more.
Not true. I don't think the floor is open till like 2, though, on a Friday.
Then what the hell did the thing say from 10 till 7 that the exhibition hall was open?
Yeah, what the hell?
Really?
Yeah, and the schedule. Look, when you go buy the tickets, go to the registration page.
You look it up and you like it.
That doesn't sound right, because usually this is going on based on years past. It was like 12 to 7 or 2 to 7 or something like that on Friday.
Yeah, but this year I went to the, if you go to the page where you buy the tickets where it says they're sold out, if you go to the top, it says the hours.
Maybe that's the hours they sell tickets.
If they've changed it, I would have to say that's kind of awesome, because most people do not go on Friday because most people have to work. So
hence why I'm going on Friday.
Great, dude. You can go to a big gathering and be antisocial. That's actually pretty slick. Go to a giant gathering and still meld into the shadows. I approve. You're like a ninja.
So, that's what I'll probably do. And if anyone would like to join me, you're more than welcome to.
That's possible. I mean, considering it is a long weekend, there's Labor Day is the 6th, Monday the 6th, so...
Is it?
Yes. So Labor Day weekend.
I won't be going.
Yes. Ivan? Still, no? Not sure?
Yeah, I don't know yet.
No. Okay, so my plan is the Friday then. I'll buy my tickets before these sell out.
They're going to sell out of those too?
I'm worried now they might sell out of these, so,
I would think Saturday or Sunday might be the days to sell out before Friday. But like you said, there's more time on Friday, so there's a chance.
I think they're all out of Tuesday tickets.
I think you're right.
Keith, have you played any games recently? Anything?
I've played some Alan Wake, and I've been liking it so far. Because, Ivan, you played that too, didn't you?
A bit.
A bit? So, yeah, it's not like I've logged hours upon hours, but I'm liking it so far. It's basically just an interactive movie. I'm having fun with it. You run around, although I don't know what I'm going to do when I run out of ammo, because it's one of those limited ammo games. But it's kind of spooky, your wife is afraid of the dark, and you go down a little cabin, and you're supposed to be getting away for vacation, and crap goes wrong, and then there's no cabin, and now you're trying to figure out what's going on, and I've killed a bunch of construction workers.
Why?
Because
for fun.
They were attacking me with axes. And you have to shine your light at them first, your flashlight, to weaken them because they're shadows. I really haven't played it a lot, but I've played about 2 hours into it. It just seems like an interactive movie to me. I could probably discuss it more when I actually play it more. But so far, I'm liking it.
That's good. Anything that's all you've been trying?
I've been just really kind of putting my computer back together.
Oh, yeah, the computer fun.
So, yeah, that's most of my time has been putting my computer back together. But
do you like Windows 7 at least?
So far, I don't have a problem with it. I really don't know the difference. I mean, aside from how it looks.
It runs runs a lot better. If you right-click on your taskbar at the bottom and click on Start Task Manager, and then up at the top, click on Processes.
Yep.
You probably have, 15, 20 processes running, maybe?
Yeah, 58.
Wow. My point is in XP, if you did that, you'd see this huge list, like 3 pages long of that was running. Windows 7 seems to run a lot less stuff. One of the things I think they did with Windows 7 was they did this kind of on-demand thing. So if you launch an application and it requires a process or a service to run, it launches it then. Whereas in like XP, when you installed an application or a piece of hardware or something that required a process or service, it registered it and then it was just always running. And then it used it when you launched the application or did something that required that service. So Windows 7 is a little smarter with memory usage, and it only runs services and processes and things as you need them, which is obviously the way it should be, because you don't need 153 processes running for stuff that you're not using.
See, Windows is good for something. Not running processes you're not using. It's like giving it credit for not flushing the toilet a bunch of times.
Right.
And saving water.
Okay. Ivan, you been doing anything? Or just WoW?
Helsing's Fire on the iPhone is fun.
Yeah, that's a cute little game. Although, I've only played maybe 12 boards, and it's getting kind of repetitive.
It's the same game mechanic the whole time, but they add new monsters.
Ivan, perhaps you should explain the game first.
Well, quickly, the game is you play as Van Helsing, and you have to destroy monsters in an effort to destroy Dracula. And the game mechanic is you've got a game board with these little monsters, and much like Alan Wake, you have to shine your torch on them to kill them. And, well, you shine your torch on them, and then you use these vials of different colored liquids to destroy them. So the red monsters, you have to throw red vials at them. So as long as they're highlighted in your torch light area, they'll be destroyed. And if you hit a creature of a color with a different color vial, they get a shield around them of that color. So if you throw a red vial at a blue monster, it doesn't kill him, but it then gives him a red shield. So then you have to throw another red vial at them to destroy the shield, and then a blue one to kill them. But you only get like a couple vials per level, so you don't want to do that. That's pretty much just more of a puzzle game than anything. It's not like an action game or anything. So you find the best way to highlight the monsters that you want to kill with your torchlight and not the ones that you don't, and then you throw your vial, and then you have to move around and switch. And then as you progress, there's different monsters. There's ones that shoot stuff at you when you hit them with the vial. There's monsters that have shields, and if they are facing the torchlight, you hit the shield and not them, and they block your attack thing. You've got monsters that show up in the dark, but when you hit them with the flashlight, they disappear, so you have to remember where they're at and whether or not you're going to hit them. And then the cool thing is that they have boss fights at the end of each board. And boss fights, the mechanic works the same, but the monster, it's more action-oriented. So the monster's moving around the room, and it's kind of Castlevania-like in the boss ones. One of the first bosses you fight is Death, and he throws his little scythe at you. And he turns different colors, and you can only hit him with the color vial when he's that color. So you kind of have to dodge around the things he's throwing at you and hide behind pillars and throw out your thing at the right time because he only changes colors for a split second kind of thing. So
you're much better at describing games than me.
You shoot the thing, and then the thing does the thing, and then the thing.
See, yeah, that's why I had Ivan explain that, because I know he could do a better job.
It's a fun little game. It's a 99-cent game. For our iPhone users, if you haven't visited toucharcade.com, you really should, because it gives you heads up on really cool games. I think that's where I heard about the game. I don't think there's a trial version, but it's $1, and it's fun enough to cost $1. It is a little repetitive, but the different monsters, and there's more monsters, the first few boards, there's 3 or 4 monsters on the board. In the later levels, there's 16, 20 monsters. There's humans where the humans can't be hit by the vials at all. If they are, you kill them and you lose that board and you have to start it over. So you have to manage the pillars and the monsters and the different colored monsters and the monsters with shields and the humans. And so it's really just a matter of getting your torchlight perfectly highlighting the monsters that you want to kill and not the ones you don't. And then, yeah, so it's a nice, cute little puzzle game. The graphics are pretty simplistic, but they're done very well. You know what I mean? The artwork is simple yet good. It's not like, for those of you who have an iPhone, there's a whole bunch of things called doodle games, which is like a piece of graph paper with these crappy hand-drawn things on them. And the graphics are just absolute shit, I think, for the most part. And I can't believe people get away with that. This one actually was, an artist actually spent time on the design. So it's very well done. And Angry Birds had an update.
Angry Birds?
Angry Birds is awesome. It's by far one of the best games for the iPhone. I think we talked about it last week. Real quick for Keith, it's a game where you've got these different birds that have different abilities, and your goal is to use a slingshot to throw them at pigs and the pigs' structures to kill the pigs. So you can hit the structures and kill the pigs, or you can throw them directly at the pigs. And you've got 3 or 4 birds per level, and each one has a different ability. And so you pull the sling. It's your basic velocity and angle games where you angle the bird in a specific way and pull back, a certain distance for speed, and try and kill the pigs. But it's a lot of fun. It's an awesome game.
Did anybody look at Steam for that game that Keaton messaged us about? The what is it? Alien Swarm comes out the 19th, and it's a free game on Steam.
Yeah, I will download it. There's no reason not to. It's free. It's multiplayer and it's free.
Well, a good reason could be that it sucks. Would be a reason not to download it.
All right, from what it looks like, it doesn't suck. So if it's free and it doesn't look like it sucks, there's really no reason to not download it.
Tactical four-player co-op action game with top-down perspective.
It could cause your to fall off. That would be a reason to not download it, even if it's free and even if it looks good and even if it's multiplayer.
But how would you know that it's going to do that?
What if it told you right on the front, this is a free game with multiplayer, it's awesome, but it causes your to fall off?
Well, then I wouldn't be downloading.
I might have to think about that then.
Well, there you go.
You'd have to think about it. Jesus, dude. They're your balls.
What's the game called? Alien Swarm?
It's made by Valve. Valve made this. Some guys, I guess, designers of Valve put it together from the Source SDK. So it's a Source game. It's running on the same engine that runs Half-Life, Left 4 Dead, all those things.
Yeah, 4 unique classes, 8 unique characters.
One, can you level up?
There might be. If you scroll the bar to the right, there's something.
Although it sounds like you just get new guns. It sounds like you just get different loadouts for your guns.
Well, no, at the top it shows like levels. Like the one dude in the picture looks like he's level 9.
And here it says you unlock persistent items by gaining levels. So it's like you could probably get perks.
Yeah, so it's kind of like a Battlefield where you can level up the effectiveness of your weapon. Sweet, there's a character named Ivan.
Nice. So, there's no way to add this to your library so that it will automatically download tomorrow, is there?
No, they have, unless I think some games have the pre-release, so you can actually start downloading. But I don't.
I added it to my wish list, but then I went into Steam and tried to figure out where my wish list was, and I'm like, yeah, with the whole new reorg, yeah, I was lost. Like, where's my wish list?
View my profile.
Kiss my ass.
Yeah, is that not annoying? Trying to find that.
Aha! If you click on Community, and then click on up top, you got Home, Profile, Friends, Groups, Invites, and Games. Click on Games, and it will show you the list of games you have installed. And up top, there's All Games, and then there's a Wish List tab. I don't know, that tab may not show up if you don't have anything on your wish list.
Yeah, I don't have a wish list tab.
Okay. I added Alien Swarm to my wish list, and that's the only thing that shows up in there now, so. I don't know, that probably won't do anything other than remain on your wish list, but so it means I'm probably going to have to remember tomorrow at some point to do this. So it would be awesome. Everyone remember to send everyone an email tomorrow, and maybe one of us will actually remember. So That's great. What the f*** is this? It's 4-player co-op what? That 4-player co-op Alien Swarm does not describe to me what kind of game this is.
It looks like a top-down run-around shoot game.
It looks like
what's that one called?
Yeah, the Bob game.
Yeah, Crimson Lands.
Crimson
Lands.
The Bob game.
Which, ironically, everyone got from Reflexive Arcade, and now you can't anymore.
The Bob game. That just is funny to me, that's all. I can get it on the wish list, but I don't see how you're preloading it.
No, we're not. That was the point, was everyone can add it to your wish list, although that doesn't seem to do anything other than add it to your wish list.
I wonder if I can gift it to you guys.
Does each color
you gift us a free game?
Yeah, go on, yes.
Does so there looks like there's 4 different color guys. Do each of the 4 color guys have their own gun type, or is it a matter of just you're a different color and you know what I mean? Like, is the blue guy always the lightning guy?
The screen, the feature list said there's different over 40 weapons, so I'm guessing you can switch guns and just switch out loadouts.
I just think it's probably coincidence that the orangish reddish guy is always shooting fire and the bluish guy is always shooting lightning, and the greenish guy is shooting some sort of poisonous thing.
Of course it's poison, it's green. Green is the universal color for poison and oxygen.
Right, and blue is the universal color for lightning or ice, and red for fire.
Or life. Blue is also mana.
Could be a fire hose.
And the yellow guy throws jars of urine at you. Much like Team Fortress.
How is that like Team Fortress?
Because one of the guys throws jars of pee at you.
No one's ever thrown a jar of pee at me.
Yeah, it's like the engineer or somebody has an ability that throws a jar of pee at you. It's not called jar of pee toss or anything, but it's pretty obvious what it is.
Why do you hear him? Do you hear him piss in it to fill it up?
No, but
then how can you be sure?
Is it the sniper? Yeah, I think it's the sniper. Jarate, Jarate. It is a projectile. When an enemy gets hit with a jar of piss, they take 35% more damage for a period of time. Jarate can also short out the spy's cloaking device and extinguish any fire effects on teammates.
I don't know if I want to get extinguished in that manner.
Yeah, so there you go. It's there. I knew it's called just Jarate, but it is, and the pictures, if you do search or whatever on Team Fortress 2 Jarate and look at pictures, there's the sniper guy holding a jar of pee with the spy behind him with a horrified look on his face like, that dude just really threw a jar of pee at me.
That would piss me off.
I see what you did there.
I would be enraged. But you like that? You like how I use those words? I used piss when we're talking about the jar of pee.
Yes. And I think Ivan's mechiness incoming is a good sign to stop.
No!
Yes.
He's making his own jar of bodily fluids.
Okay, so that was Video Game Show episode number 203. Would anyone like to say any final words?
Ham sandwich to the Indians for winning 3 games in a row this weekend.
They're still, 18 games below 500?
Something like that.
Yeah, I don't think they need a hand sandwich just yet. They need to run their asses around the bases a few more times.
Well, fat-ass Johnny Peralta had an inside-the-park home run today.
Did someone assassinate the outfielder?
From what I understand, it was like a good line drive that hit the wall, and as the guy hit the wall, he hit the wall where the gate for the bullpen is. So the gate for the bullpen opened up and forced the guy to fall down and basically stay laying down on the ground. So then the ball rolled away from him, and he was able to run around the bases.
Because the dude ran into the wall and gave himself a concussion.
Yeah, something like that.
Hey, take him where you can get him.